Hey guys, welcome to Intensity X3. I am Marianne Morgan-Freed, and I'm going to be leading you through a 30-minute Vinyasa Flow. And I'm super excited. At the end, there's going to be Pro bars as a giveaway. Thank you, Matt and Chelsea. You guys are amazing. And we're going to start at the top of our mats. And if you are new to yoga, please know that yoga is about just being exactly where you are, not trying to get anywhere, but just being fully present. Now, if you have your boxing gloves at home, you can use them as props. So you can go ahead, take a moment, grab them. I do have yoga blocks, and you can also get a book if you don't have either. And I'll show you different ways that you can modify if you need to without using any props. So let's go ahead and begin to the top of the mat. Bring your big toes together. Those heels are slightly apart. Roll your shoulders all the way down. Get nice and tall. And just take a moment here and close your eyes, connecting to your breath. And just being fully present. And being in gratitude for being together on live. And for the programs that has been created for each and every one of you to stay connected, to stay healthy, to stay mindful. They have worked really hard every day to create workout routines for you. So we give them so much gratitude. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart, open your eyes, and just taking a moment to acknowledge your body, acknowledge where you are. Yoga is a beautiful place to quiet, to create space in the mind and the body. Go ahead and bring your hands just right between your brows as you always honor your intuition, and bring your hands to your lips as you are always mindful of the words that you speak and the energy that you take in. Bring your hands to your heart as we always honor ourselves, honor each other. Release your arms by your side. Get nice and tall. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Take your fingertips, reach it up to the ceiling. You can see if you can bring them together. And then exhale, just release your arms by your side. Just this nice steady breath using your pranayama, which is your breath. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Nice deep inhale. Drop your right arm as you reach your left fingertips over. As you press through your left heel, see if you can turn your heart towards the ceiling, the sky, wherever you're practicing today. Inhale as you rise up. Take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale as you take it to the other side, turning your eye gaze up, your heart up to the sky, and then slowly come up and release your arms by your side. Inhale as you sweep your arms up, nice deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let your exhale finish here, and the crown of your head points down. So let's take a moment here. Your feet are hips width apart. You can separate them and just come into a fold here. Let yourself surrender. Use your breath. Do not hold your breath. Let the chest go across your thighs. Yoga is not a practice where you're perfect. It's tuning in, listening to our bodies and what we need today. And then slowly roll it up one vertebra at a time. Draw the lower belly in as you roll it all the way up. And get nice and tall. So let's go ahead and bring our feet hips width apart. And notice your hips. See if you can come out of those hips. Roll those shoulders down. Draw those ribs in. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale as you forward fold. Use your breath. Use your hips. Inhale as you lengthen. Your chest is forward. Release your hands. Step back into your plank pose. So you're coming into your plank. You're on your tippy toes. You draw that belly in and up, and then slowly take it back into your downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and drop your knees down. So come into tabletop. So your knees are hips width apart, your hands are shoulders width apart. And what you're going to do is inhale as you curl your toes under. Draw the heels of your hands and knees towards each other, and then exhale exhale as you round it. Pull apart the heels of your hands and your knees just to create space. Take it again, nice deep inhale as you extend and breathe. And then articulate as you round it, bringing your chin to your chest. And then come into a neutral tabletop. Curl your toes under as you take a nice deep inhale, and then take it back into your downward facing dog. So go ahead and adjust your feet, spread those fingers, and see what feels good. Go ahead and bend your right knee as you lengthen that left leg. That left hip goes up to the ceiling, and then go ahead and switch it. And then come to the center. Inhale brings you into plank pose. Nice deep inhale. And then you're going to lower into chaturanga. And then inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Using your breath. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Shoulders away from your ears. And then look forward as you walk your feet to your hands. Taking your time. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you come all the way up into standing. Arms over your head, and bring your hands to your heart. So go ahead, come to the top of the mat if you're not already. And no judgment, guys. I know you're so amazing and you're so strong. Yoga gives us that opportunity to work inward and to just be conscious in the way we move. Inhale as you sweep your arms up, nice deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you lengthen. This time, you're going to step that left leg straight back. And take your glove, take your book, whatever you have, or if you don't, it's all good, guys. You can take your block underneath your left hand. It supports the shoulders, that left shoulder, and then slowly move into a twist as you bring your right arm up to the ceiling or sky. Your eye gaze is right at your right thumb. And breathe. Take one more breath here. And then slowly release. And you can go ahead and set that block, glove, whatever it is, aside. And you're going to step back into your downward facing dog. So those hips are up, those inner thighs draw back. You're going to inhale into your plank pose, and then exhale as you lower chaturanga. Inhale as you roll forward, nice deep inhale, and then exhale carries you back, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. We're going to rise up into crescent lunge. And use your hips. Know you can drop your knee. Know you can walk up into your crescent lunge. And breathe. Yes, I'm sweating too. So that back leg is active, that knee tracks forward. So you always want to be, you don't want to lean too forward or too back. You want to be right in that midline. Extend your arms, reach. Take a nice deep inhale. And then slowly release your hands all the way down. Step your left foot in to meet your right and forward fold. Go ahead and bend your knees. Bring your hands behind your ankles. Hollow out that belly. And then release your hands and then articulate as you roll it up nice and slow. One vertebra at a time. Coming all the way up. Ooh, starting to sweat a little bit. It feels good. So let's go ahead. Get nice and tall. Spine is nice and tall. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you lengthen. Step that right leg straight back. So that left knee tracks forward. The action in that back leg. You can take your block, your glove, place it underneath your right hand, and then move into a twist. And then when you feel ready, you bring that arm up. Feeling the breath and allowing that back leg to be active as you track that left knee forward. Take one more breath here. And then release. And then just simply set your block aside. And then step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale brings you onto plank. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. as you lower. Let that exhale finish, and then inhale. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. You guys are awesome. How are you guys doing? Great. Good? Okay, everyone's quiet. Step the left foot forward. And then rise up into your crescent lunge. Those arms are active. Coming out of those hips, that back leg is active. As that knee tracks forward, relax your shoulders. Take a nice deep inhale as you reach up. Release your hands all the way down. Step your right foot in to meet your left and just come into a fold. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. And moving into our first chair pose, Surya Namaskar V. Sitting back in your chair, those arms are up. Nice, ladies. Draw those ribs in. Those hips are heavy. See if you can lift those arms, make them really light. Awesome. And then come into half chair. Go ahead, extend those arms out. Your chest is across your thighs. And then forward fold. Inhale as you lengthen. Walk or float back. Plank pose. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you roll forward. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Bring your right leg back behind you. It's a three-legged downward facing dog. That leg is active, that leg is nice and long. Bring your right knee behind your right tricep. Point those right toes. And then take it back, three-legged downward facing dog. Step forward. Crescent lunge. Rise all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. You can always drop that back knee. And we're going to move into a prayer twist. You're going to hook that elbow. Your eye gaze is up or your eye gaze is down. So always be in touch and connected to what feels good for you. And anything that we do, it's not about forcing, it's making that connection to ourselves. And what are you feeling? Do you trust? Do you honor your space? And that's what yoga gives us, that space. Yoga meditation is helping us to be more mindful and acknowledging what we feel and what we need. Slowly release your hands and then just step back into your downward facing dog. And then bring that left leg back. So three-legged downward facing dog. And then bring that knee behind that left tricep. Don't let the head drop. And then take it back. And then step forward, crescent lunge as you rise all the way up. And bring your hands to your heart. And you can always modify and drop that knee and move into that twist. Think about the space in the hips. So we don't want to dump. We want to always try to think about creating space. Because when we create space in the body, we create space in the mind, giving us clarity. If we're trying to figure something out, always moving into that moment of stillness so you can hear and trust. Take one more breath here. And then slowly release. And then take it back into your downward facing dog. Take a long, deep inhale. A long, deep exhale. Inhale brings you into your plank pose. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you roll forward. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Turn your left heel in. Step the right foot forward. Rise up into what's called Warrior One. Reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. And then open it out into Warrior Two. So opening those arms, that knee tracks forward, that back foot is in line with your mat. You're going to reach and then move into Reverse Warrior. So you can take your eye gaze up, or you can take your eye gaze back. So see what feels good, staying connected to your breath, feeling that whole side, your hips, your ribs, and underneath your arm. Take one more breath here. And then slowly rise up. And let's move into side angle. So your forearm is right above your knee, and you can always take your prop and you can place it right next to your right foot. You can take your right hand down, you bring that left arm up. Just some options, guys. Listen to your body. You can reach your fingertips forward, keep the action in that back leg. See if you can turn your chest towards the ceiling, but listen to your body. You know what feels best for you. Take one more breath here, and then bring that left arm up. Rise up into warrior two. Take a nice deep inhale, and then windmill all the way down. You can mindfully place your block aside, bring your right leg back behind you, three-legged downward facing dog. So we're gonna take the right knee, cross it over to that left tricep. You can extend that leg out. So the leg is in line with your hip, and you're gonna bring that left arm up, opening up the heart, the hips, and then slowly eyes down, hand down, three-legged downward facing dog. And then release it into your downward facing dog. Turn your right heel in, step the left foot forward. Warrior one, nice deep inhale. And then open it out into warrior two. And take a moment. I know, with teaching it and doing it, I'm like breathing heavy, but that knee tracks forward. So if you need to take a moment, always know that you can do that. You're gonna reach forward and then slowly shift into your reverse warrior. Your eye gaze is up or your eye gaze is back. And breathe. You guys are doing amazing, and this is a beautiful way to always move energy. Take one more breath here, and then slowly bring yourself up, and then come into a side angle. So you can always take your prop, place it next to your left foot. You can reach the fingertips towards your mat. You can turn your chest towards the ceiling, or you can just keep that arm up, or you can just keep that forearm right above that knee. Always listen, always making that connection. Take one more breath here, and then slowly go ahead, rise up. Take a nice deep inhale, and then windmill all the way down. Bring that left leg back behind you. You're gonna take your left knee, cross it over to that right tricep. So the leg goes out, it turns, and then slowly just open up, lifting the chest, the hips, and then slowly eyes down, hand down, three-legged downward facing dog. And then release that leg. Coming into your plank pose. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you roll forward, nice deep inhale. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Your feet are hips width apart. You can take your hands, make two fists, so that way you know you have enough space between your feet. You're going to take your two peace sign fingers, hook your big toes. As you inhale, lengthen, chest is forward. And then exhale, forward fold. The elbows are out, the shoulders away from the ears, hollowing out that belly, and not allowing yourself to collapse in those hips. So think about space, think about the breath, keeping your breath calm and steady, because it does affect our whole being and the way we breathe. And it's a practice. Take one more breath here, and then you're going to go ahead, release, and let your head be heavy, and then slowly roll it up, nice and slow. Get nice and tall. Your feet are hips width apart. Roll those shoulders all the way down. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you lengthen. Walk it out into your plank pose. And then lower all the way down on your mat. Extend those legs out. Point those toes. Extend your arms out. Pressing through the hips. Lifting the legs. Lifting the arms. And then bring your arms behind you. Interlace your hands. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. And breathe. Make those legs nice and long. And then slowly release. Bring your hands in line with your chest. And come up on your knees. And let's come into what's called Balasana. It's a child's pose. It's a resting pose that you can take any time. Your feet are, the toes are together, your knees are out. And you want to try to keep those hips even and keeping your breath steady and just allowing the heart to sink down into your mat, deepening your breath. And then slowly bring yourself up. And then coming into your tabletop. You're going to inhale as you curl your toes under. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Rise all the way up. Interlace your hands. Bring your chest across your right thigh. Shift forward into warrior three. So that back leg is active. Bring your hands to your heart. Press your palms together. Coming into Didasana, which is warrior three. Those arms are by your side. You can point or flex that left foot and place that left hand down on your mat. You can always take your block or glove, whatever prop you're using, and then move into your twist as you bring your right arm up. Your eye gaze is right at that right thumb. Hips are square. Breath is steady. And then slowly release, come into standing split. And you can always take your props and use them. Coming into standing split, or you can take your hands on your shins. So always trust in what feels good. This is not where it's meant to hurt or be in any pain. As long as you're breathing, you feel good, you're moving, that's what's important. Take one more breath here. And then slowly bring your left foot in to meet your right. And forward fold here. And then roll it up nice and slow. Awesome work, guys. Come to the top of the mat. And smile. You're doing amazing. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold with a nice flat back. And use your hips to move you. Inhale as you lengthen. Walk or float back. Exhale as you lower. Draw those elbows in. Press those heels back. Inhale as you roll forward. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Rise up into your crescent lunge. Interlace your hands, shoulders away from your ears, chest across your thighs. Shift forward into warrior three. So that right leg, you can point or flex. And if that leg doesn't go up, guys, it's okay. You can just bring it down. Bring your hands to your heart. Never no judgment. And then bring your arms by your side, lifting from the heart. And then slowly shift your right fingertips down. You can always take your block or prop. And then move into your twist, keeping that sacrum nice and flat as you bring your left arm up, using your breath. And then slowly release, coming into your standing split. You can take your blocks and then just allow yourself to come into your standing split. Awesome. I love that the boxing gloves have become yoga props. And then slowly release and bring your hands behind your ankles. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then roll it up nice and slow. Let your arms be heavy. Rolling it up. Get nice and tall. Separate your feet hips width apart. Bring your arms behind you. Interlace your hands. Roll those shoulders back. Eye gaze up. And then come into a fold here. And just allow the chest to go across your thighs. And notice if there's any tension you're holding. And when we resist and when we create tension and more tension in the body, it makes it harder to create space. So always acknowledge and always respect in what you need. And then slowly rise all the way up. Release. Bring your arms by your side. Get nice and tall. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you lengthen. Walk or float back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you roll forward. Exhale carries you back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and take your right foot behind your right hand and the left, coming into a yogi squat. And you can always take the blocks underneath you or not. And you're just coming here and taking a moment to close your eyes. Staying connected to your breath. Acknowledging what you need. Allowing yourself to move energy without the judgment. The more we can move, and the more mindful we are with our thoughts, it allows us to make choices in our life that are so in line with our intentions and our values. Letting go of the unknown and really stepping into what we are working towards in our world, ourselves, with our family, and always go back to that. Go ahead and release those hands. Come up, walk those feet in. And then slowly roll it up, nice and slow. Get nice and tall. Come to the top of the mat. Roll those shoulders all the way down. Your chin is slightly down towards the chest as the neck is nice and long. Inhale as you sweep your arms up, nice deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you lengthen. Walk or float back, excuse me. Exhale as you lower. Nice deep inhale. And then take it back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and step your right foot forward. And you're going to walk your hands in. Those toes are slightly in. Those heels are out. You want to feel the edges of the outside of your feet. And you're going to take your peace sign fingers. You're going to inhale as you lengthen. And then forward fold. Those elbows are out. And listen to your body. Don't hyperextend. It's okay to soften those knees and breathe through it and see where you go. Those elbows are out. Shoulders away from your ears. Take one more breath here. Beautiful work, guys. And then slowly release. Bring your hands to your waist with a nice flat back. Come all the way up. Nice and flat. Turn that right foot. Open up those arms. Shifting into a triangle pose. Your eye gaze is at your left hand. You can take your hand on your shin. You can use the back of your hand. Think about the lines of energy and allowing those hips to try to keep them as stacked as much as you can. Take one more breath here. And then slowly bring yourself up. Use your hips. And then go ahead. Bring your arms by your side. And we're going to actually turn the left foot to the back of your mat. You're going to open your arms. Use your left hip flexor as you take that right hip back. And you're going to shift into your triangle pose. So we always want to move from our inner alignment. That's what allows us to create space. And I know you guys are so strong here. I'm always so inspired by all your work, all your workouts. So this is a time to really use and connect to your strength. And then slowly rise up. And then bring your hands to your hips. And then turn your right foot forward. Bring your arms by your side. Step your left foot to meet your right. Always coming back to our center. No matter what is moving around us, we always have our center to acknowledge, to listen, to always drop in. Release your arms by your side. Inhale as you sweep your arms up. Nice deep inhale. And then forward fold. The crown of your head points to your mat. Go ahead, separate your feet. Hips width apart. And just move from side to side. And then come to the center. Let your arms be heavy. Let your head be heavy. And then roll it up nice and slow. And lock those feet in. Big toes together. Heels are slightly apart. And just closing your eyes. Taking a gratitude moment for the blessings that surround you. For everything that is always presented to us. We always learn, and we always can feel the love in our community and the world. So always remember that, the support that we have created together in our world. Bring your arms by your side. Take a nice deep inhale as you reach up. Drop your right arm as you reach your left fingertips over. Turn your eye gaze up to the ceiling or to the sky. And then inhale as you sweep your arms up. And then take it to the other side. Eye gaze is soft. And then slowly come up and bring your hands to your heart. I thank each and every one of you for being with us today. It's been a journey, and it's been a beautiful space to flow with you live. So I thank you all so much. And we are going to share this video to win a Fro Pro, which is one of my favorite things in the world. So I'm so excited about that. And I thank you guys. Please check out Intensity X3. It really is an amazing, empowering, inspiring place to go. I love everything they do, and they have 2 locations. So please check them out if you haven't already. Like them on Facebook and Instagram, because they are providing so many classes for community. A lot of kickboxing and a lot of things I know that has to do with our glutes, our legs. There is so many different classes that they have. So check them out. And they will keep you inspired and empowered. And that is the most important thing, is to stay healthy and to stay mindful. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining us today. Namaste.
All right, here we go.
Giveaway time! Giveaway!
What's up?
It's hard to teach it. I'm like drenched.
You did
But
great.
thank you. But I've been doing this, so I think today I'm like, whew.
That was amazing.
Oh,
Perfect.
Was it easy to
I'm
follow?
relaxed just listening.
Yes.
All right, guys, you better be on. Chance to win some Pro, an amazing local business. This is a super tasty bar. I like the PB&J myself, but they're all delicious. All right, so who is gonna win? We got 3 boxes, so that means 3 winners.
3 winners!
Who wants to hold the Pro? All right, so we're using Wheel of Names as usual. Everybody that was logged into my body, we put your names in the Wheel of Names. Can you see me on there?
Yes.
Maybe on the gram?
Both
Up
of
for
them.
the gram.
I gotcha.
Here we go.
Yeah, both of them.
All right, so here we go. Who's gonna win? We're gonna hit the
Big money, big money, big money, big money!
Go, 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 go. Who's winning? Who's winning? Who's winning? You better be there. You better be there. You're gonna comment. Nicole. Tassi. Nicole, are you there? Comment.
Leave us a comment.
Comment to plane.
All right, come on, come on, come on. Time is ticking, baby.
It might be. You might want to check the phone. Maybe the phone sometimes goes
Down,
faster.
down.
I guess you have to check the gram too.
We're checking everything.
Come on,
Nicole,
Nicole.
comment the claim.
Nicole, I'm gonna eat your bar.
It's not just one bar, it's a whole box.
You got a box.
You're melting.
Nicole, where you at?
Is it Nikki Lucy?
Say that again?
Is it Nikki Lucy on Facebook?
Yes, yes it
It
is.
is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on now.
All right,
Woo!
second winner. Who's the second winner? Hitting the wheel.
So many bros.
Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh, nice.
Who?
So nice.
Sally.
All right, comment the claim.
Sally Maddie. Come on, Sally.
Nikki, that's me.
Comment the claim. You gotta be on the video to win the prize.
Let's go, real time. Yeah, she's here! Oh, this is time for two today. This is way better than last night. Way
All
better.
right, third winner. Who's it gonna be?
Oh my gosh.
Who is it?
Drum roll.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Julie.
Julie, are you here?
Comment to claim.
Come on, Julie.
You guys are amazing.
Julie.
Yeah, 3 for 3. Wow, today's gonna be a good day,
All
guys.
the winners. You got a box
Today's
of
gonna be a good
GoPro.
day. There it is.
Thanks to Matt Chelsea for
You're melting. I'm gonna eat it.
hooking us up with the goods.
So cool.
Thanks to Marianne. She's amazing.
The
We love
best.
her.
Another class. Hopefully we can have a few more with her on here.
Yes.
Coming up next, we got another class for you, so maybe don't go too far.
Stephanie
Thank you
Strong
guys
in
so
the
much.
house.
See you next time.
Yay.
Comment, share. See ya.
See ya. That was great.
Thank you guys.